hopelessly about the future or a negative circumstance they are trapped in. If you don't know what you will do in the future, don't worry about it. The time will come. You will make your decision. You will know what you want to do. Don't bother to think negatively about your future. They constantly talk down about themselves and express that they feel like a burden to those around them. If your friends really care about you, they will listen to everything you have to say. You don't have to worry about that. If your friends are real friends, they will listen to you no matter what you have to say and will never judge you. They've socially withdrawn a lot more lately and appear much more passive, e.g. keeping conversation surface level. You don't have to feel pressured about telling anyone your feelings. If you don't want to tell them, no one is forcing you. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to tell them. They use the excuse "I am tired" constantly to explain behavior that is uncharacteristic of them, e.g. staring at the floor, not following conversation. Everyone is tired. Everyone can feel tired. But people will notice that something is wrong, and your friends will ask about it. You don't have to tell them if you don't want to, though. So that was the first post. Let's find another one. This one sounds nice. Things those with depression secretly do alone. Rewatching reruns of old TV shows you used to enjoy to feel a sense of comfort and safety. Sometimes you remember a show that you used to watch when you were little, and you watch it again, even if you're an adult. It brings you memories. It brings you memories of how careless you could be when you were a child. Neglecting chores, habits because you have no energy. All of it is used up fighting depression, faking a smile when you're with others. Sometimes pretending can be a lot more tiring than people think it is. Faking a smile or even crying is really energy draining. It drains your energy so much you feel like there's nothing left. And even if you feel tired, you just can't sleep. Spending long periods of times distracting yourself, fighting an escape from your inner turmoil, e.g. video games, social media. When you feel like you don't have anyone on this world, or you just don't like to be here. Sometimes you escape into a world of fantasy. Try to distract yourself. And that's okay. Everyone sometimes needs to escape the reality and feel like they're on an adventure and leave all of their worries behind. That's okay. That's many people are afraid or being a burden to their friends, to their close ones, to their family. You are not a burden. You are not a burden. What's it actually like living with depression and anxiety? Feeling drained but also restless. You feel like you have no energy left, but also feel bad because you didn't do anything. You feel like you didn't do anything. You don't have to do work that drains your energy to a zero. Just the fact that you are fighting to exist is enough. You are doing enough. You don't have to try. You don't have to. Being unable to see how you get through this moment, but also worrying about the future. You don't have to worry about the future. Focus on yourself and your health. You'll get through this. You'll get through this. Feeling lonely and isolated, but also too overwhelmed to socialize. You don't want to be bothered by anyone. You don't want to talk to anyone sometimes. But you also feel this ache in your heart that you have nobody, nobody, nobody. And it's okay. You can talk to people when you are ready. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured to do that, okay? Waking up exhausted, but also being unable to sleep when night comes. You wake up exhausted because you didn't sleep. You couldn't sleep. Something was keeping you awake. Or you just felt bad because you didn't do anything that day. And then again, when night comes, you can't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep. You remember something traumatic that happened to you. And you don't want to go to sleep because you feel like you'd have a nightmare. Or you feel like you didn't do anything that day and you want to feel productive at least at night. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Feeling apathetic, but also caring too much. You don't want to lose the ones that care about you. But sometimes you're not in the mood to talk to anyone, and you can come off as mean. You can come off as mean. People will understand. People will understand. Everyone has gone through this. You either feel like you care too much, or you feel like you don't care enough. It's okay. It's okay. Remember some things in extreme detail, but also completely forgetting other things. If you're worried about something, it's really stuck in your mind. You just can't forget about them. But thanks to that one little thing on your mind, you completely forget about what's going on and what you had to do. It's okay. You're human. You have feelings. You forget. You forget. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Having both is like hell. Please be patient and empathetic towards those affected. And that's it for today. I hope you check out their page. It's super nice. Super nice. I love it, and it actually spreads awareness of mentally.